It is time for your Tuesday Consumer Confidential with David Lazarus.
And a new survey suggests most Americans prefer pensions.
What a surprise.
Yeah, shocker.
This just in, but let's elaborate on this because we've got a lot to unpack here. Indeed, as Courtney just said, a new survey finds that most American workers would prefer a pension to a 401k. Someone asked me on Twitter, what's the difference? A pension basically gives you a monthly check for the rest of your life, whereas a 401k provides a tax-free vehicle for you to amass a nest egg on your own, sometimes matched by your employer, sometimes not. In fact, 401ks, when they came around in the 1970s, were intended to supplement private sector pensions. They were never intended to be the sole retirement vehicle, but employers took one look at them and said, well, that's great. That's a lot cheaper for us. We're going to just transition everybody off of a pension and into a 401k. And now many Americans are simply unprepared for their retirement years. Okay, that's the thing that's behind all this. But the thing that makes this really interesting is the hypocrisy that emerges when you start looking at the deals that are given to the boss, to the CEO. Roughly 3/4 of CEOs of S&P 500 businesses are eligible for pensions, which means most of them are getting pensions. In fact, many have agents who negotiate their contracts, and they insist that the boss will get a pension. Let's take an example of one guy. This is the CEO of manufacturing giant 3M. His name is Mike Roman, and in January, he froze 3M's pension plan for non-union workers. All new hires, they're not going to get a pension. But Mr. Roman himself, it turns out he does get a pension, a good pension. How good? $165,000 a month for the rest of his life. Let's say that again. $165,000 a month for the rest of his life, on top of the roughly $65 million in compensation that he has amassed since he took over the company in 2018. And that's not unusual. CEO average pay is roughly $30 million when we talk about total compensation. And all of these guys also demand to get a pension as well. So is it any surprise that ordinary rank and file workers would say, well, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Why can't I have a pension as well? Well, forget about it. The rule should be, obviously, if the boss gets a pension, everybody gets a pension. And if everyone doesn't, the boss doesn't either, especially if you're pulling down $30 million a year, for goodness sakes.
I mean, that's a lot of money. But how is a pension for every employee sustainable for not 3M? Other businesses that are smaller.
It was once a mainstay of the private sector, as it remains in large part for the public sector.
Yeah.
But that was done away with, and now businesses have readjusted their business models so that they don't really have the overhang of a pension plan anymore, and they have other overhangs. It's all, business as usual. The simple fact is, as a society, are we going to look after people when they get into their silver years, or are we not? And the answer, more often than not, is not.
Yeah.
All right, well, the sweets business isn't so sweet right now.
It is a sour time to be in the sweets business, I'm sorry to say. and that should finish that segment right there. But no, let's elaborate. A couple of things to talk about. Just in time for Easter, chocolate prices are soaring. I know that's bad news, but what can I do about it? The culprit? Rising cocoa prices. They are now at record levels because cocoa crops, especially in Western Africa, are just coming in way under expectations because of climate change. That has resulted in cocoa prices surging by about 75% over the last few months. And of course, as cocoa prices go up, chocolate prices go up as well. And in turn, Wells Fargo said the other day that we can expect chocolate manufacturers to continue raising prices until this turns around, but that means, saving the planet. So probably not going to turn around anytime soon. Meanwhile, consumer products giant Unilever announcing today that they are going to spin off their ice cream business into a separate company. We're talking about Ben & Jerry's. We're talking about Breyers. We're talking about Popsicle. We're talking about Klondike. Unilever knows from ice cream. So why would they spin off all these wonderful brands into a separate company? Well, the move comes amid an expected 20% increase in sugar costs this year, making ice cream probably not as attractive a thing to be putting out on the marketplace. And more importantly, it comes as diet drugs grow in increasing popularity. Morgan Stanley said in a report last month that ice cream in particular is expected to take a hit as more and more Americans start taking the diet drugs and turning their backs on sweets and treats. And what that all means when you stir it all together is it's a rough time to be in the sweets business. I would think that the food manufacturers are going to be looking for breakthroughs in artificial sweeteners. But until that happens,
I was going to say,
yeah, they're going to be looking hard for that.
Get a calorie-free ice cream. We're all there.
I hear you, but if you're looking for your sugar fix, you're going to pay for it.
Never a better time to quit sugar, I guess. If you can
Thank
do
you.
it.
Exactly.
But also the fake stuff is really not good for you. There are so many studies.
It's carcinogenic,
Right.
and it just doesn't taste the same.
It doesn't taste the same.
Right.